So I'm just recording the chats.
Of course.
Great. Thank you for making this time.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Oh, such a pleasure. Yeah.
You make me want to go and reread the book again, It's worth reading over and over. I started reading it again.
Oh, wow.
It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
That's amazing. That's really, really amazing. And I know you said you initially found out about the book when your daughter went for, was it an Art Excel course?
Yes, an art excel course. She was little, I think she was only 7. And I had to make the choice for her because I had nothing for her to do in the school holidays. And I've never done an Art of Living course, neither have I heard of Art of Living before. That was my first time I heard of Art of Living.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then you saw the book and then you
Yeah,
that's okay.
yeah, there was this at the center where I had to take my daughter to for follow-up every Sunday. There was books for sale, and I thought, okay, let me. I love reading. Let me take one of these books. It will benefit me. And first book I picked up was the one that said Dear River, a spiritual book. And I thought, okay, the only spiritual novel or book I've ever read at that time was Eat, Pray, Love.
Oh.
And I thought, am I really going to be interested in reading a spiritual book or a philosophical book But I must say that is an introduction. That was the introduction to all the philosophical books I've read. He's behind me. So I went from Osho, I went from Thich Nhat Hanh, the list goes over and over. Conversations with God. Because
Amazing.
the book has opened, Dear River has really broadened my mind. It's a small book, but powerful. Really, you don't have much to say if you know what what to say and how to say it and who the audience is, especially for me coming from a Christian background. I think also, Dharmika, if I haven't read that book, because I grew up very, very staunch Anglican, going to church, and it was dogmaed in us, this we have to do and that we have to do. And then when I spoke to my sisters about it, they were not in the beginning open, but then I spoke to them in the perspective of Heather, the author. I changed the context a little bit, and they've done a program. They've also done a program. So I'm not the only one, speaking about
Wow.
meditation in the family, speaking about being in stillness, finding your inner self. So that really, really helped a lot.
That's
Wow.
incredible. That's incredible to hear of the impact of Heather's book, Dear River, on you.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I actually have a little surprise for you in about a minute. Uh, so I just, yeah, a small surprise. But yeah, I myself know Heather because I'm from Zimbabwe. Well, originally from Botswana, but have been living in Zimbabwe for a long time, and through the Art of Living organization. Yeah, so
No,
we
you
have a
really,
surprise for you.
you know, Heather. Oh my God.
Guys, it's so nice to meet you.
Oh, wow.
Can
Thank
you
you. I
hear me all
can
right?
meet you. You've saved my life.
Tammy, what are you? I want to hear all about it.
Wow.
I was just looking on Facebook and we're not friends, but we have 35 friends in common. And I see that you're so involved in Art of Living now. And did that really
Big
happen
time.
at the time when you found my little story?
Sure.
You,
You ladies
you,
won't believe it. I, I did a program and I had to take leave that week because I was working, at the time being a single mom, working hard, 3 jobs. I had to put leave for a happiness program that only starts at 7 p.m. in the evening. And fortunately, for that leave time I had, I could complete reading the book while I was on the program. So I was really spoilt. I had that
wow,
knowledge and the 10 points that's in that book, it also helped me understand more what the teacher was explaining. Really, really, it is incredible. I think my family, they know how much I rave about the book. I was supposed to share the book. There was a note inside the book saying, please share. And I didn't share the book. It's my accolade.
yes, you've kept it all these years. Have you still got it? You've got the
I do.
original
Look at
cover.
this.
Oh my God. I could
Wow.
cry.
Oh, with the river.
Oh. And you know that little boy that was in the silhouette,
Yes.
that's River, and he's 16 years old now. I wouldn't be able to hold him up, but I can pin him down sometimes, and he gets really upset when I tell him that I'm pinning him down. And yeah, so hopefully one day
Wow.
he'll read it from cover to cover.
And thank you for this because I've been to the ashram several times. I think it was in 2024. I was at Navratri. And someone told me, oh, the teacher from Zimbabwe is here, Heather Drummond. I'm like, really? And because I'm not a big social media person, for me, I like interacting with people, getting to know them. And I think, was it 2024 you were at the ashram or 2020,
It
2019?
was very exactly 2 years ago. I did
Yeah,
my TTC
2024.
to become a happiness course teacher. So I was there in January of
Wow.
24. But we were very much in the course. We weren't really socializing or
With
mixing with
people.
anyone else. We were under
Oh,
severe
wow.
polishing.
And then I asked Dharmika, please can you send me the socials? Because now I'm not really big on Facebook, but I love being on Instagram because then I can follow my daughter a little bit and share things with her. And I saw River is big.
He's really
I
big
saw
now.
pictures.
He really is. And I've got another son. His name is June. It's Dune. And everyone asked me, are you going to write a book to June as well?
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, well, I've got some ideas. But yeah, I have to, I can't leave my youngest son out. So I'm definitely considering that. Yeah. Do you have
And
children,
also,
Tammy?
yes, I wanted to tell you, my daughter, she's 19, I almost was 17. She's turning 19 this year, she's 18. And raising a daughter
Mm,
and also choosing the path for her. She couldn't make much choices. I had to choose the path for her. There where you always say you um you can you can choose the story of your life, you can choose the way you want it to be. You can
yes,
either talk about it as something bad that's happened to you or something that has it's all in the good way. And then when
yes,
I speak to her about the choices I've made for her, then I always tell her, think of it if it was that way, all the wrong stuff, or do you rather want to think about it um, as a beautiful flowing story that you would like to tell yourself all the time, tell people? So that's one thing I've learned about that book, and it's stuck to me so much.
Yes.
Wow.
oh, that's exactly the first chapter or second chapter. I say how I could have looked at my life, and then how I
Yes.
choose to look at my life. And I think on the happiness course, one of my very first courses, we had to sit with a complete stranger and share our life, just focusing on the key points, like it was a movie, all the highs and the lows. And I remember starting and sharing, all the highs, all the lows, and feeling that my story had some really tough challenges in there. And then when the other lady started sharing, I was humbled because her job was working in a mortuary and she was working with people who had passed on, and she would dress the bodies and everything. And I suddenly thought, all the things that I thought were difficult to handle in my life, maybe a squabble or a divorce with my parents. And I just thought, yeah, she is. She's smiling so big, and she works in a mortuary every day. And I just thought, wow, everything, we just, the contrast is all over,
It's true.
highs, the lows. And when you can smile in a job like that, then you really found the art of happiness.
And just to be happy for no reason, just to, and also we're currently working with the youth in Cape Town,
Yes.
or a youth leadership training programs that I'm organizing. I'm help organizing the facilitators. And those guys, they don't come from very beautiful, good backgrounds. It's hard for them, it's tough for them. And
Mm,
whenever I have a difficult moment and I can't, well, adversity, for instance, that adversity takes me, and then one of those students will call me and say, "Ma'am, I need some help, please." And then I'm thinking, wow, this guy has had a tough time this morning. Yeah, I'm battling through errands.
mm,
I have to do this, I have to do that. And, I complain, but this guy has different issues. So that's what I'm so
mm,
happy of completing the happiness program in February 2017 with the help of your
yeah.
book. Your book helped me because if it wasn't for February, the 17th of February 2015, I was going to say, no, I've got so many things to do. It's my holiday, it's my break. No, no, I would have found so many excuses.
Mm.
And the art of living in the path has really been the journey
Such a blessing. Mm,
from the book.
mm.
Wow. And
Oh,
Heather, it
and
was
that's why
really
I wrote
great.
it, because it's just to bring people to the path as well. I remember Guru Dev, we were in a large room there were 200 teachers, and he said, "What have you done to bring people onto the path?" And I just put my hand up and I said, "Oh, Guru Dev, I wrote a book." And he said, "You wrote a book?"
Yes.
And he said, "Oh,
Yes.
let me see, bring it up." So I went and showed it to him, and I'm not an author by any means. In fact, I hardly passed English at school. And if someone had ever said to me, "One day you're going to write a book," I would have said, "No ways. Will anyone ever read my my bad English?" But
Wow.
maybe now with AI, a little bit of imperfection in a story will be a good thing. But yeah,
True. But I was saying
wrote
to
it.
Dharmika, your story, it's a short book, it's a small book, but it's so powerful. That book, because I have never read a spiritual book at that time in my life. It was my first spiritual book. I thought, okay, let me read. But the story, because it's an autobiography, you take your mind to the journey and the life of that woman at age 24, 21, 28. You think, oh wow. And you take yourself back. And even on the Art of Living program, we have to take ourselves back into time when we
Mm,
were that age and that an age. And so your
love that
book
process. Yes.
really processes you through that. It's a course on its own, and where you always ask us to do certain things in the book, like to start
Yes, little
writing
take part, little
down
action.
your
Stand
action.
up and say,
Yes. Now I want to read it again because I want to go through that action and uh
I should read it again. It's been 16 years since I wrote it, and the why it's coming to life again is that the Sri Sri publication at the ashram are printing it, and I've said to them, you can have it as a gift. I don't want any revenue from it, but please just sell it, and any money can go towards seva and just bringing people onto the path. So Dharmik is just helping us to share the story, and yeah, so that's why we're kind of getting the cobwebs off of it and bringing it back to life again.
wow, no, and me, I want to see myself how I answer those questions because it was 10 years ago, yeah, since I
Yes,
read the
yes.
book in 2015. Now I want to see how I'll be answering those questions again and doing those activities that you have in the book. Wow.
And you have got such a big happiness course, Art of Living Smile. I think that you should become a teacher.
Yes,
It's my
definitely.
dream. It's my
Lavika,
dream. Wow. No, it's my
do it.
dream.
It's your dream. Do it. You
True.
have perfect energy for an Art of Living teacher.
I'm gonna do the training with the Wild TP program
Yes,
guys. I'm on a journey with them and then do
do
it
it.
with them. And
It is so rewarding, just bringing a smile to people's faces and helping them to realize that the fun is within them, the happiness is
true.
within them, and it's not in something they're going to buy or taste or in
Yes.
another person. Just, yeah, they are the joy.
And
It's good to
here's
remember
the question.
that.
How did
Yeah.
you know, writing the book, writing about your life, feeling, w- uh, did you see yourself just observing your life or just being right into that life again with emotions and happiness and sad moments? How was it for you when you wrote the book?
It's almost like it wrote itself. And it was such an interesting time of my life because my mom and sister had just passed away. So there was a huge tragedy. And having grown up very Christian and also in a family that really relied on alcohol and, drugs as an antidepressants and things, sleeping tablets, a lot of smoking going on, a lot of gambling. There was a lot of wild things happening in my house, plus a lot of prayer. It was like a concoction of like a real cocktail. And and then I just met my husband. Well, he was my boyfriend at the time. We'd been dating just a few months, and he was into art of living and doing all this breathing and meditation, and he wasn't eating meat. And I thought, this, he's a little bit strange, but I really felt so drawn to him, and he's the one who told me about the art of living. And once I'd done that first course, I just thought, wow, why were we not taught this at school? Like, why is it not part of the curriculum to use the breath to calm ourselves and to feel all these processes where we really connected with everyone on the course and we didn't need to, have a drink to feel a sense of belonging with everyone around us. And I was so blown away by the course and really wanted to get my mom and sister on it. And then when they passed away so suddenly, I felt it's my journey to get as many other people on the course because I couldn't help them. So maybe if I help a
Wow.
million other people, that was my dream, to share a million copies of Dear River. And I thought if I could do that, it'll bring some honor to their lives. So
True.
that was why
True.
I did it. I just had to write it. Yeah.
Now, now I know. Thank you to mom and your sister because for me it was very difficult to explain to my family, the art of living and the life I've chosen, the path I've chosen to go, non-veg, meditation, and it's the Eastern theology. Because my sister, she studied theology at university. And it was very difficult for me to explain to them at the beginning, but then I thought, wait, there is a way to be able to explain to them how it is done, how you can incorporate it by just, there was, like my mom always used to say, what goes around comes around. In the Eastern theology, they say it's karma. We all do the same thing. We just say it differently, but it means the same
Yes.
thing. And then
Yes.
And then your book, where you went to, I read it a long time ago, but once what stuck to me was the one where you went to the Catholic Church
Yes.
and you wanted to arrange a program there. And my daughter was a school, Anglican school, because I needed her just to go through some schooling. It was easy for her, and she chose it. And I explained to them, when you want to do something in a different setting, but it's the same meaning,
Mm,
why would
mm,
you not want to have it in that beautiful church with
mm.
this printed glass and this acoustic sound when you do your singing and your meditation and everything? And it stuck to them as well. Everything that we do is exactly what everybody in the world is doing. Eastern theology, Western theology, it is one, it is completely the same. My sister went to do a happiness program after that, and her twin sister, and my younger sister. We all did the
Wow,
happiness.
big family affair.
Exact. So now I can actually talk to them, and I haven't shared the book with them yet, but I would love to buy a copy. I think it should be online. Then share it
Please,
with them for
got the
them to
link now.
read it. Yes, because I haven't shared. I don't have a soft copy of it. I only have the hard copy, which I kept as an accolade. But when I always spoke to them or speak to people how I came on this path, it's the book I read. It's the
Oh,
book
thank
I
you.
read, dear River.
That touches me so much. And they say when the student's ready, the teacher will arrive. And us as
Mm.
teachers who work with Guru Dev, we're just instruments. We're not really the ones doing the teaching. We're just like
No.
a channel where knowledge flows through, and all praise goes to the divine in its many different forms. And it's just wonderful to be on
Wow.
the really, really
It's
is.
it's
And
life-saving. Your book is life-saving.
oh
Really.
man, that's so sweet.
Thank
And I
you.
had never met you. I actually was keeping reviews from people um, who I had heard from, and today I
Yeah.
added you in there as well. And if you,
I
I'd
must
love
check.
to get a little picture of you if you don't mind, because I've got little pictures next to all the reviews from people, and
Yes.
that's one thing I'm going to
Oh,
take to my grave is just everyone who appreciated my little story, and everybody has a story to write. Every single person on
true.
this planet
It's true.
has such a rich, diverse life and so many lessons to learn with the journey that they're walking, and so many lives to touch. And I really
True.
recommend everyone write their story, especially for their children. Mm.
Yes, because with Tia, my daughter, I only have one daughter, and she's at university now, and the pressure and the stress at university. She's also done a happiness program out of her own. She says, Mom, I would also like to do the breathing that you're doing, not the kids' career. So she did a
Brilliant.
happiness program, and she's doing very well.
Amazing. And are you in Cape Town, Tammy? Is that where you are?
Yes, that's where I am, Cape Town, the city center. I'm not far from the
Oh,
ocean though.
that's actually where my mom and sister passed away. I don't know if you know
Oh,
that
I
in
know
the book.
about that. Wow.
And it was in do you know Dunkley Square?
Yes, yes. It's not far from me. I live in
If you
Tamboerskloof.
walk along Dunkley Square, there's a little coffee shop there, and you'll see like a triple or quadruple story. And we've painted a big butterfly on the pavement where I lost my
Ah,
mom. You don't walk over a butterfly, that's my mum.
really? I see it.
Yeah,
No, wow.
so
Now I
sweet. And
know.
yeah, maybe have you seen it?
I've
I don't know if
seen
you've
it.
ever
No, I've seen. In fact,
seen it.
one of our center used to be there in Dudley Square, in Dunkley Square.
See, it was very
It
close
used to be
by.
there, very close by. And I go to my daughter goes to St. Cyprian's School, which is not far, so I have to pass from drive to the city up to the gardens. Now we've moved,
Yeah.
we're in Tamboerskloof now, so it's not far. Oh my gosh.
They shared a little video from a few months back. I took my boys there for the first time ever. And I said, you never met your gran, but she loved to dance, and we're going to dance with her. So we danced on the street, and two teenage boys, rock and rolling. We put music on. And I said to my boys, I've been coming here for 20 years now. And it's often a really sad little journey to go and pay respect to my mom. But I said, this time I'm not going to be sad. We're going to dance. We're going to put the music on. We're going to have a party with my mom and with your gran. And we danced, and it was so special. And the fact that I got two teenage boys to dance in the middle of the street in Cape Town was incredible.
That was your mom doing the work.
She was there, and we always when we see butterflies, it reminds us of my mom and sister. And that's how we painted
Yeah.
butterflies, and um, and it's so interesting. Like after my mom passed on, the amount of butterflies that I used to see everywhere, and I always feel that it's her, that little angel message, just saying, "Hi, I'm here, just around the corner." Very special. Mm.
Wow, now I know. Because when you read the book, you visualize how and where it's happened. And I actually told my daughter the snippets of the story over the weekend. And she says, wow, Mom. So her sister was in Cape Town. I said, yes, her sister was in Cape Town, and she passed away in Cape Town. I told her that whole tragedy story. I spoke to her about it, and she was so engaged in it. She's wow. But now I can tell her we
Yeah,
can go
yeah.
and see
You
the
can go
memory.
dance with Diane. And
Wow.
Rosie, she was 21 and she passed away
Yes.
in a car accident. She was at Sea Point. That's where the accident was. So I'm sure you know Sea Point.
Okay. I wanted to
Mm.
ask you where was the accident in Sea Point?
Mm. Well, there used to be a
Wow.
C&A. It was on quite a sharp corner, and now they've made it into a bank. But there was, yeah. And I think the lesson there for your daughter and any youngsters, and I always say to my children as well,
Mm,
that drinking and driving, just a big no-no. Honestly, thank God there's Uber now, and you can
true.
get rides quite easily. It's a terrible waste of a life. And
Oh,
she was only 21 to be so young, about to start your whole life, she just finished hotel school. She was wanting to be a chef, and she was an amazing cook. And yeah, it was too sudden, gone too soon, but just around the corner. Nothing's lost in God's
yes.
kingdom, I always say. Nothing.
No, wow. It's just the begin. It's just reliving all the time.
It
Wherever you
is.
see, you have little messages and signs. Now I know I actually want to go take a drive because that's where I usually go to get my takeaways. There's this restaurant called Prashad.
Hey.
They do vegetarian food. So it's just around the corner from them. I'm gonna go.
And
And
there's
pay my
Coach as
respects to
well.
you.
Conscious Cafe is one of my favorite there in Cape Town. Have you
Yeah.
been there? So
I
nice.
know. Now you're
Great.
teaching me something now. I should go
Mm.
actually. But now that to go pay respects to your mom because
Yeah,
it was
I'd love
after
that.
her passing when you did that book.
Yes, exactly. That's
Yeah.
why I did it. Yeah.
And
Because
and
the
you
day they
wasn't.
passed on, that's the day I stopped drinking, eating meat,
Yes, I
social
remember.
smoking,
You
and
wrote it.
where you just the roads divide. You think, okay, I'm either going to go this way, which didn't help any of my family members deal with life's inevitable challenges, or I'm going to choose the path of light. And I mean, there's
Mm,
still difficult times through along the path of light, but you
mm,
have the
true.
tools and the knowledge to get through things much quicker. And I think
Exactly.
that's really important. Mm.
Absolutely. No, wow.
Thank,
Yeah.
When you
thank
meet
you,
Gurudev again,
Heather.
thanks, Heather. Please tell
And
him this book.
Thank you so much. Gosh, we could talk
Thanks,
for
Dharmika.
the whole year. But I'm coming to Cape Town probably in at the end of the year, maybe in October, and I'll definitely come to a satsang, and I'll see Galinda and Danny and all the people in Cape Town.
Love it. Thank you,
thank
Dharmika.
you,
God
Tammy.
bless
Thank
you.
you, Heather, for being so open and for just sharing your guys' experiences.
Thank you, Tamika. Thank you. Thank you for bringing us together. It's like old
Yes.
friends.
You won't
All right.
believe how happy I am.
So thanks,
Bye.
Heather. Thank you so much. And
Thanks, Heather.
Tammy, I just wanted to ask you something quick. Heather, if you need to go, that's okay. Uh,
Will go, and lots of love to both of you.
lots of
Bye.
love with her.
Bye-bye. Thank you,
Bye.
Heather.
Hi.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was your surprise, Tammy.
Oh my God. Yeah. Finally, I got to meet her. Really.
Amazing. I'm so
Mika, this book is really it's not much. It's easy to read. It's so headed properly. Each chapter it it just flows. It's just perfect. You go from up, down, up, down. I'm reading it again now.
That's amazing, Tammy. I just wanted to ask Tammy, like, how did it help you? How did this book help you? That's what I'll ask you.
Ye- Yes. Because number one, when we on the Art of Living program, number one, there's a huge lifestyle changes that you've got to make. And if you see it from another person's point of view, like Heather, her experience, how she uh, um, just went onto the path after something tragedy, and you sometimes do not want the tragedy to take place in your own life before, yeah, before you actually realize, oh, I need to make a change. I need to
Mm,
start something to help me with my anxiety, to help me with calming, to just live life a bit more simpler. And in that way, when adversity does come, that knowledge points, the breath work, the thinking of how could it have been and how it is now, and all that, to think about it differently. And Heather had to share her story for me to be able to see that you don't need to go through any tragedy or any hard rock bottom to be able to join a program, do a happiness program, start some breath work, be in a group with people with like-minded, happy energy, and just feel good, really.
that's amazing.
It's
That's beautiful.
and I'm glad that she shared it. She could have just kept it to herself. She could have just been, it is my thing I had to go through. It's my journey, and not knowing that it can someone else like me can see it. Oh wow, she's gone through something. I couldn't bear myself thinking of what she's gone through, but then this program would work for me, it would work for her, it works for me, and we just carry on and spreading the word about it.
Yeah. I love that your child is
Yeah,
on this path and taking care of herself. She's at university, she's a young adult and is going
absolutely.
to go through life with these tools.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
which I discovered later when I
Yeah.
was 30.
But it's amazing. Yeah. Tammy,
Mhm.
what do you do work-wise? Are you of yeah, I just wanted to find out what's your
Yes,
back.
I, as a profession, I'm a radiographer, but I specialize in mammography. So I do scans of uh, breasts for male and females, and mostly females, and then obviously to detect and to help them prevent their breast cancer. So that is my profession. A few years ago, I semi-retired from it and I started becoming a full-time volunteer for the Art of Living.
Wow.
So I was fortunate enough to get married. I guess it's the book and Art of Living that's got me just to say yes to a wonderful husband.
So
And he's the
beautiful.
father of my daughter as well. He adopted her, and he asked me if it's fine, if life is too pressuring for you, get out from the 9 to 5 job and you can be home. So decided, okay, I can't just be home. I need to do something. So I'm volunteering full time. We started a project called the Youth Leadership Training Program, and that is IHV program, International Association for Human Values, and then the Art of Living, um, a sister organization. And those youth, it's it's like adopting 20, 30 youth after each program. They can call me
Amazing.
anytime, they can message me anytime. If I don't answer, they know I'll get back to them. Really, it's been such an amazing work now that I'm doing. This is my job, taking care of the youth, getting them onto the knowledge path. That's
This is
helped me.
incredible. Incredible, Tammy.
True.
Such a blessing to have
Uh,
met you through this.
It is. Can you believe it? And you meet so many people and you get to travel and you get because whenever you travel to the ashram, to the international center, the Art of Living International Center at in Bangalore, you get to meet the world. So you get to meet so many people, make new friends. I have a very good friend in Dubai who I met at the ashram. He was doing
Oh,
some seva, and I just recently saw him now, and
so
he's
cool.
such a good friend that I get to share with him, with my family, whoever travels through the Middle East. He hosts them. He really takes good care of them. Thanks to the
Amazing.
art of living, you
Yeah, it really becomes like a worldwide family.
true. It is. It is. It
It's
is.
yeah. I can't wait to meet you in
Yes.
person. Yeah. And actually,
True.
unfortunately, I am leaving next
I
week,
see.
but I
I
should be
see.
back and I will definitely connect and contact you. And yeah, I would love to volunteer, help and assist as well on any
Oh, nice.
Wild TP program. So I'm a Shri Shri yoga teacher. I've just
Yes.
qualified to do I did my training in 2019, but I just became qualified to do the Shri Shri Yoga Level 1 last week, actually.
Congrats.
So thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So I can do that or whatever is needed. Next time I'll definitely contact you.
And you're an art of living teacher as well, happiness program teacher.
Yeah, so just the yoga at the moment, BWS and yoga teacher.
Oh, okay. I'm also just
Yeah.
doing BWS. And the YLTP graduates, they become BWS teachers as well. And then they
Oh,
can go out to the communities in their community. And we receive pictures of them sending um, pictures of kids that they've done the program to. It's really lovely. It's so heartwarming that it's just spreading. It's spreading to our communities. That is the best thing.
that's incredible. I hope that we can do some wild TP courses in Zimbabwe soon. And I definitely like, I love the idea of Heather's book becoming more popular because Zimbabwe
Mhm.
is a very Christian nation and it has been resistance to yoga, but slowly people are opening up to it and seeing that it benefits their mind, the health of their mind, the health of their body. And I think as I'm helping Heather with the marketing, we're going to, yeah, target it also towards more Zimbabweans. I think at this time, this is the right time to do it, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And also with International Yoga Day coming up
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
on Sunday, on Saturday, yeah.
Yes.
Ve-
Good
Oh
point.
man, so that will be that will be very good.
Yeah.
Wow,
Well,
Damika.
thank
I,
you so much, Tammy.
and
Yeah.
when Zimbabwe you live?
So I'm originally born and brought up in Botswana, but my parents are third, fourth generation Indian Zimbabwean. So my dad he's late, he was from Bulawayo, and my mom from Harare.
Okay.
I moved back to I moved to Harare in 2011. And then I've been staying there for the longest time, but left last year. I went to Zambia and now I've been here for 3 months. And then, yeah, I'm going back next week. So I studied at
Wow.
UCT, so that's how come I'm familiar with Cape Town. And over the years, I've been back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my husband's a biker, and we took a trip to Namibia, but then he had an accident, but not too serious, and then we had to come back. But our plan was to go Namibia. So the next time when we go Namibia, and then we go through Zimbabwe, Zambia, Botswana, and then we'll try and reach Mozambique, and then
Wow.
enter back into South Africa. So I'll try and do that, but he also needs to retire like me, and then we can.
Yes, and let me know. I can always like help you with your trip itinerary when you're in
Yeah.
Zimbabwe. Also, depending on where you go to Mozambique, I love Mozambique. That's well, Vilanculos, I've been to Beira.
Yeah.
But there's so many other places. Yeah, such a
No, we
beautiful country.
really. And Botswana with the
Botswana
Okavango
as well.
Delta.
Yes. Oh,
Wow.
that's
Yeah,
stunning. Yeah.
that's stunning. And I
Yes.
was watching a documentary on the flight about Botswana, the Okavango, and it's got the largest lion, one of the largest herd in that region there. Oh, beautiful. And wild cats. I didn't know that. I learned
I
it
didn't know that
from
either.
the Botswana government together with some, I think it was a UK production, and they did a documentary on these three cats, the leopard, the lion, and the cheetah.
Oh,
It's very, very, very interesting. It made
now
me want to
I
go
look it
there.
up. I know that's so cool.
I'm going there soon.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
Thank you,
Any
Tammy.
questions,
I think you have
Lisa?
done such a great job. Yeah, you've answered everything. So, no questions, but I'm just filled with gratitude. Thank you so much for being so open to this. I love it.
True,
Yes,
because I'm not a social media person. Oh, I'm very bad with social media.
I think all of us are just winging it, doing our best. Yeah. Doing our best. So what I'll do is I'm going to edit this and then I will send you a copy. I will hope so. My idea was to put this on the Deer River YouTube channel in long
Yeah.
form, if you're okay with that.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
then take some bits and pieces and put it on the Instagram, Heather's Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. And Facebook. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Wow,
If you
thank
want to
you.
add anything, you can just send me a message. If you feel yeah, you want to leave something out, also just let me know. This is yeah, yeah.
Perfect. No, I'm happy the way you were going to do it. Thank
Okay. Good.
you.
Thank you, Tammy. Lots of love to you.
Lots of love to you too. Bye bye.
Bye.